Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. This is, well, I was thinking of doing these couple of recent pickups, which is like the Weijang Black Knight version of the Age of Extinction Dinobots, Snarl and Strafe. But then I thought, why just do them two? Well, let me do all 5 Black Knight Dinobots that they've done so far. I'm not going to go into the transformations because I've always reviewed pretty much all of them with the transformations and everything. This is really just to show them off with their Black Knight sort of decos. Now, for the most part, they've all got the same kind of deco. They've all got black on them, obviously. But this guy's got purple. This guy's got sort of like silvery gold. And this guy's just got gold. And this guy's got blue and silver. And Scorn over there's got orange and silver. So they've all sort of got the basics. It would have been nice if they'd all had the same, like either just all black and silver, or black and gold, or black and blue, whatever, or black and purple. So having them all different is, it's not too bad, but it is slightly disjointing, if you want for want of a better word. So anyway, so we're going to start off here with one of my latest pickups. This is the Black Knight. I keep forgetting their bloody names. Snarl, and he is fantastic. I love this guy. Now, I don't think the lighting in here is... I do have a light above the camera and everything now, but because it probably needs one of those sort of daylighty cameras, but even so, because it's all black, it's always hard trying to get a good pickup on the camera. But it is great. It has some die-cast parts, but mainly all plastic. Haven't transformed it yet, but I'm going to transform it in a minute. But I have the oversized regular version, like the weird green version, and that is brilliant. I love that figure. I put the Decepticon insignias on him there, so I'm going to make these all like Decepticon-esque figures, because they don't really go with any particular line, as in... doesn't really go with like the movie theme as such. I mean, they are movie themed figures, obviously, but what I mean is the actual movie figure Dinobots have their own, each has their own sort of like deco. So having these on as Black Knights doesn't really fit in with the movie-esque theme, if you're going for that, if you know what I mean. So they'll be like standalone figures. So I did that. Yeah, anyway, right, so that is Snarl, and he's pretty cool. I do like him with the black and purple that you get running through it. He does have like this little purple line going all through him there. And that's pretty cool. Right, so we're going to move him to the back. We'll come to the next latest pickup. This is Strafe, and now Strafe is one of my favourites, mainly because just the wingspan on him. Now, I showed this to my son earlier, and I did make a mistake. He's got die cast in his head. It's here. I did say this because he does like dinosaurs. Doesn't like Transformers, but as soon as he saw this, oh my god, his hands were reaching out for it. So I had to put it on my high shelf. I don't know how long that will last now, because he's nearly 5, and so he's not as easily distracted as he once was. But this is just a phenomenal figure. I love the blue on the wings. Absolutely great figure. I love it. I love it. It's hard to get in a decent kind of pose and everything like that, if you know what I mean, with all the wings. But once you do, it is brilliant. And like I said, the lighting in here is not doing this guy justice. I love the red eyes on most of these as well. I'm going to put him at the back here. Hopefully he'll stand up, because I do have trouble standing this guy half the time. If he don't, I'm just going to prop him up there. He'll probably fall over. And then we're going to come to Grimlock. Now, I'm not too keen on this. This is obviously the Voyager class Grimlock. He's alright. He has warmed. I have warmed to him over the years. The Black Knight one is probably my favourite deco of it. I can't remember if I've got the white sort of version of this. I've got the latest Weijang oversized. It's the grey version, like from the last night, which is probably the best one, actually. Deco of this, but I do like this one. Right, anyway, he's got a bit of gold on the back. Yeah, he's alright. And then we're going to go for this guy over here, which is Slug. Is it Slug? Slug, yeah, it's Slug. Told you to fall over. And I look at the deco on this. He's got the nice gold on his head there with the silver. Of course, the red eyes, and you can close the mouth and everything. Actually really good, and he's just got the silvery running down his spine there. He's got a couple of extra Decepticon insignias, and he is pretty cool. I like him. Right, so that's Slug, and then we're just going to move on to the last one. I'm going to pop him over there, which is Scorn, and he is one of my favourites as well. He is a great deco. Love the orange going through that, and the red on the spines and everything. Was it more sort of like a burgundy brown? But I love it. I just love this figure. I do kind of want the latest Voyager version of Scorn from the last night. I can't figure out how that bloody sword goes in his tower. But what is it? I don't know. I have the weird knockoff, even bigger version of this as Scorn, which I think suits him down to the ground. So I don't know if I want that or not. I haven't really had a good look at that figure to think whether I actually really want it. And I'm sure I'll never see it cheap, so I probably will just stick with what I've got, to be honest. So anyway, but this is a great deco on the guy. Right, okay. We're going to now transform them all into robot mode, and I shall be back in a moment. So here we have them all transformed into robot mode, and if you want my opinion, they actually look better as a collection, all in their robot modes, because they just look pretty, just damn cool. I love them. I can't actually say it. They were just weird figures. Now, we're going to start here with Scorn. The head sculpt is just brilliant. Absolutely great. And I love the spines off the back. They really do give it a great feel. The hand on this hand is just weird, and then he's got the spiky, almost lance-esque hand here. The legs look really weird, but for some reason they just work with it. I just really like it. This is all die cast. I think the shoulder pads are die cast. The head will move from side to side. It is just a good all-round figure. Yeah, pretty damn good. Now I'm just going to move this one out of the way. I'm going to put him up there, actually. We're going to come to next one, my newest ones. This is Snarl, and I actually prefer the green version, mainly just because that one actually, you can see all the detail, whereas this one's all black. Some of the detail does get lost, but it's probably not picking up as well on the camera as it is in real life, but it still looks amazing. There's just so much going on with this figure. I mean, there's all this kibble at the back here, but it's not really kibble. It is just looking brilliant. I mean, the head sculpt is just one of the most strangest, like, Knight-esque heads that you can get from one of these figures. I love that, actually. It's actually a pretty damn cool one. Right, there we go. It's a bit like the G1 Dinobots, actually. I preferred, if I was putting them in a collection to get all together, usually in robot mode, they just look so much better. We're going to stick here with Slug, I believe. Slug, I think. Slug, isn't it? Well, I can't remember. Slug or Slug. Obviously, you can't call him Slag no more, but there we go. He is pretty cool. I do like this guy. The head sculpt is one of the best ones. I love that head sculpt. That is a phenomenal head sculpt. He's just a strange-looking, lanky, bulky robot all at the same time. We're going to put him down there. Now we're going to come to Grimlock, I think. Now Grimlock, my one, the ball joints are slightly loose and he's a bit top heavy, and his head don't want to stay looking up, always moves down. But he just looks great. Don't care what anyone says. I like him in his robot mode. He's very lanky. And because he's top heavy, like I say, and ball joints on the best, it can be a little problematic to get him to stand. But he's still a great figure. I actually like him. I like him more these days than I did when he first came out. So I think he gets a little bit of a bad rep, the old Voyager. I'm not too keen on the leader class Megatron. Never picked up apart from that weird, bloody oversized one. But this is probably the best of the bunch for me. This is Strafe, especially in robot mode. He just looks great. I love the head sculpt with the red eyes, and then you've got the beak sort of heads here with the red eyes. They just look great. And then you've got all the wings on the back. I love it. Brilliant figure. Absolutely great. You can get these on Surtoys. I'll put a link at the bottom of the description. And they're just, I mean, and they're relatively cheap as well. They are just so worth picking up if you're just into your odd sort of quirky figures. These are just great. Yeah. Well, there we go, and the quality is pretty damn good. Like I say about the ball joints, it could just be the fact that obviously with die cast carrying a little bit heavier weight. But overall, they're still pretty good for how much they cost as well. Right, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. If you're interested in any more of my videos, you can check out some of my playlists that I have. G1, G2, Beast Wars, live action movies. And of course you can rate and comment. And of course you can give it a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. And of course if you want to support my channel, you can do that using the Coffee link below. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.